Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada Vaishnava, all glories to Sri, all glories to Sri, all glories to Sri, all glories to Shri Guru and Bharata. एसी हॉल फ्री में मिलेगा उनका एसी हॉल ट्रिपल एसी हॉल हाँ
एसी हॉल बहुत है बिल चेक करो
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 19, Text number 70. Ila? 9.19.70. मात्रा स्वस्रा दुहित्रा वा ना विविक्तासनो भवेत् बलवान् इन्द्रियग्रामो विद्वांसम् अपि कर्षति. मात्रा स्वस्रा दुहित्रा वा ना विविक्तासनो भवेत् बलवान् इन्द्रियग्रामो विद्वांसम् अपि कर्षति. मात्रा स्वस्रा दुहित्रा वा ना विविक्तासनो भवेत् बलवान् इन्द्रियग्रामो विद्वांसमपि कर्षति.
मात्रा स्वस्रा दुहित्रा वा ना विविक्तासनो भवेत् बलवान् इन्द्रियग्रामो विद्वांसमपि कर्षति. मात्रा स्वस्रा दुहित्रा वा ना विविक्तासनो भवेत् बलवान् इन्द्रियग्रामो विद्वांसमपि कर्षति. मात्रा स्वस्रा दुहित्रा वा विविक्तशनो भवेत् बलवानेन्द्रियग्रामो
Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. One should not allow oneself to sit on the same seat, even with one's own mother, sister, or daughter. But the senses are so strong that even though one is very advanced in knowledge, he may be attracted by sex. Learning the etiquette of how to deal with women does not free one from sexual attraction. As specifically mentioned herewith, such attraction is possible even with one's mother, sister, or daughter. Generally, of course, one is not sexually attracted to his mother, sister, or daughter. But if one allows himself to sit very close to such a woman, one may be attracted. This is a psychological fact. It may be said that one is liable to be attracted if he is not very advanced in civilized man. However, as specifically mentioned here, Vidvamsham api karshati. Even if one is highly advanced, materially or spiritually, he may be attracted by lusty desires. The object of the attraction may even be one's own mother, sister, or daughter. Therefore, one should be extremely careful in dealings with women. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was most strict in such dealings, especially after he accepted the sannyasa order. Indeed, no woman could come near him to offer him respect. Again, one is warned here that one should extremely careful in dealings with women. Brahmachari is forbidden him to see the wife of his spiritual master, if she happens to be young. The wife of the spiritual master may sometimes take some service from the disciple of her husband, as she would from his son. But if the wife of the spiritual master is young, the brahmachari is forbidden to render service to her. Om Ajnanatimurtasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Swavanam
Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Gaudamadam Shri Guru Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagananatham Vidam Srivam Sarvetam Savadutam Marijan Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sagana Shri Vishakhantanascha Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jaganpate Gopeshwara Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhascha Vipasindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
So Maharaj Ayati, his teachings, these pastime happened both in described in both in Mahabharatam and Srimad Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam, 10th canto is Krishna's pastimes. So 9th canto is kept. If you read 9th canto, all the throughout, how so many different kings and all, different people, even demigods, became attracted, became victims of lust. So Acharyas, they explain that in order to get Krishna, you must conquer lust. Right? Those who are lusty, greedy, and they cannot get Krishna. Right? So they say, why Krishna keeps peacock feathers on his head? Alcohol free, eh?
Sugar free.
Is alcohol free or no?
I just checked. No,
Why Krishna keeps peacock feathers on his head? They say that these peacocks, they don't indulge in sex life. Why Krishna keeps flute, this wood, bamboo stick, flute always, because it starves itself, it becomes so thin that then there is no substance in it. So like that. So people are, those who are lusty and greedy, they cannot get Krishna. And Prabhupada translates Satyavratam Satyaparam Krisatya Satyasya Yogi Ghitam Cha Satya Satyasya Satyam Vrita Satyanetra Satyatmakam Pranam Prabhati. That Krishna Prabhupada directly translates those who are hypocrites, they cannot get Krishna. Here Maharaj Yatri, there are two kinds of people. One who learns by experience, and another is one who learns by hearing. Who is better?
Hearing.
Huh? Those who learn by experience, those who learn by hearing. Who is better? Huh? Yeah. Hearing, right? Those who get. But Maharaj Yati learned after experience. Right? For a little pleasure, we lose so much. Very little pleasure, but we lose so much. That is why he is teaching. So why it is required to give up lust. So, in this verse, he made a very bold statement that don't sit alone even with your mother, sister or daughter. In North India, they have this culture of hugging, like father and daughter also they have the brother and sister they have. But in South India we don't have it. We don't have it. Like I never touched my sisters. Even my father also, he never touched my sisters. That kind of dealings are not there in South India. It's very, very conservative, like that. So he's saying, don't sit alone with the mother, sister, or daughter, because the senses are very strong. Somebody may argue that one may think it's for ordinary people, but he added one sentence. What is that? Vidwan api karshati. Vidwan api karshati. It means that Vidwan, even a Pandita, even a scholarly person, he also will become influenced. He may also do it. Recently it came in the newspaper, the news. आजकल तो क्राइम्स ऑफ इंडिया पढ़ना बंद ही कर दिया. थोड़ा redditmail.com ऐसे कुछ पढ़ लिया तो आता है. And previously we used to read newspaper, right? And now so many years I touched the crimes of India. One fellow, he raped his mother, he killed her, and he was eating her bodily parts. So the court has given him a judgment, hang on to the death until death. He used to be hanged up. So this kind of abominable things they do. Recently one lady in UP, Uttar Pradesh, she complained against her son. After her husband died, the eldest son was demanding that mother should live with him like a wife. And then she said, my son is a monster, put him in the jail. Like that. They are all criminals, but even otherwise also, even you may ask, which Pandita has done this? Right? When this shloka was being discussed, this shloka comes both in Mahabharata and Srimad Bhagavatam. And Vaishampayana Muni, he is the disciple of Vedavyasa Muni. So when Vaishampayana Muni, Vedavyasa Muni gave Mahabharata in charge actually to Vaishampayana Muni. When Vaishampayana Muni read this verse, he was shocked. He was not agreeing with his spiritual master. How is it that, okay, for a common man to understand, somebody will become attractive? How is it possible? How is it that a Vidwan also will do that? Right? So, for a Vidwan, he will not even attract to any outside women also. So Vyasmuni said, okay, I will practically demonstrate. One day, Vaishampayana Muni was sitting in his kutir, ashram, and he is doing meditation, chanting and all. And then suddenly there is a tufan, heavy rain. And suddenly he heard tak tak tak. And he opened the door. When he opened the door, there is one very young, beautiful girl, completely wet. She was standing outside the ashram. I am very, I became wet, I am feeling very cold. Please give me shelter for one night. Vishwamitra said, it's not possible. I am a rishi, brahmachari. I cannot. She said, how is it, where will I go? Please give me shelter. So after persuasion for some time, he said, okay, you stay in the ashram inside and then bolt the door. Even if I knock on the door, don't open. Right? Don't open. I will remain outside. Like that. In the shade. So she said, okay. Then she opened and she closed. She went inside. Then she sent him out and then she closed the door. He bolted the completely and closed the windows and everything. So Vaishnav Muni was sitting outside, trying to concentrate. Right? Trying to concentrate. But he was unable to concentrate because he was thinking of the figure of that lady, any lady. She is very beautiful. Upar se she became wet. Right? The Prabhupada says, in Krishna book, Krishna and the queens, they were actually doing, Jala Krida. Right? And they were throwing water on each other. Then they became very wet. And because of wetness, Prabhupada says the ladies are looking very beautiful and women look very beautiful when they become wet. That's why, in the movies, they have rain songs. So, they exploit women. So, he was chanting Hare Krishna, but he was thinking about that young lady. Then he started knocking on the door. And she said, why? Who is that? It's me, Vaishnav Muni. Open the door. Right, you only said, no, if I knock on the door, don't open. I don't open. So, okay. It went on for some time. Then again he started to chant. He was unable to concentrate. He was only thinking about that lady. So what he did, he climbed on the roof. Opened up little bit, all that, whatever the roof, and then jumped inside. He wanted to enjoy with that lady so desperately. And when he jumped inside, he was shocked to see Vyasmuni sitting there. Vyasmuni was looking at him. क्या हुआ? किधर से आया? ये बेटे होश मेरा किधर रहोगे अभी? Then he said, Matras Rasta Vitrava. Now Viviktasano Bhavet. Balavan Indriya Gramo Vidvan Abhi Karshati. Now you understand? You accept? Practical demonstration. So this is a very important verse. Drishtam Shrutam Asad Nanu Dhyayena Na Sangistate Sansritim Chatma Nasancha Tatra Vidvan Sa Atmavrita. One who knows that material happiness, whether good or bad, in this life or in the next, on this planet or on the heavenly planet, is temporary and useless, and that an intelligent person should not try to enjoy or even think of such things, is the knower of the self. Such a self-realized person knows quite well what Material happiness is the very cause of continued material existence and forgetfulness of one's own constitutional position. So he says that one should not even think, one should not meditate, on sense gratification. There is happiness only in two places in this world. Where are? Happiness exists only in two places in this world. Huh? Huh? One is in Vaikuntha, another is in your imagination. Right? Only daydreaming में अच्छा लगता है. In reality, huh?
Reality is not there.
Huh?
Reality is not there.
Yeah. It's only misery.
No matter how you imagine, image in Vaikuntha, how one can imagine.
So you should remain awake. If you remain awake, you will. What did I say? Charging battery? Hare Krishna. In Srirangam, there is one very, very great devotee, Narayana. Have you heard this story? Narayana. Huh? Anybody is gone? Srirangam, that place is still there. So, he was very, very devoted to Ranganath Ji. Then, in order to serve Lord Ranganath, he made a very beautiful garden. Very beautiful garden. He was growing very fragrant flowers, tulsis. He would make tulsi garlands, he would make flower garlands and offer to Lord Ranganath. Lord Ranganath is very, very pleased with his service. One day, previously, there used to be society girls. If you read first canto Bhagavatam, 11th chapter, if you read first canto, it is described that when Krishna was walking on the street, the prostitutes of Dwaraka, they were showering flowers on Krishna. So can you imagine, in Dwaraka there are prostitutes. Prabhupada said, there are always men who are not satisfied in their mind. But this debauchery is not allowed, having affair with other men's wife. So, in order for that facilitate such people, some society girls were kept so that he would go and get satisfied. Don't spoil married women, young girls, and all that. And Prabhupada says, those Varanganas, they are called Varanganas, they are also devotees of Krishna. Pure devotees, they are. That is their profession, but they are pure devotees, like Chintamani. So, and then some of them, they are very, very extremely beautiful, these society girls. You know, you must have heard the story, Laksha Hira. Have you heard? Huh? This answer is Surya Hira. Laksha Hira. She used to take 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh gold coins. She is so expensive. And men used to thirst to enjoy with her. Laksha Hira. And then there is one fellow, one Brahmana, who was very attracted. And he was having leprosy also. And he has a wife. She is very, very faithful. So husband is very angry, he became angry and irritable. They said, what happened? Laksha Hira के पास जाना है. वो तो पूर्ण ब्राह्मण है, वो लक्षा हीरा किधर है? And then that lady went to that Laksha Hira. Her name is Laksha Hira. I want to work as a maid servant. So she was working like as a maid servant, you know, to the Laksha Hira, in the prostitute's house. After some time, she is also a cultured lady. So she observed that you look like a very royal, you know, from a aristocratic lady. How come you are doing maid servant? Then she said, I said. My husband wants to enjoy. My husband wants to enjoy with you, but we don't have a Laksha Hira. Okay, so they call him. Call him. Then before, yesterday only I was reading Krishna book. Krishna visits, pleases his devotees. Krishna also went to puja. Have you read that book? Go and read Krishna, how Krishna satisfied puja. There are naked picture paintings and then very nicely lit room and then fragrance, the scents, all that very nicely arranged so that Krishna, she in order to receive Krishna, like that. Then she called that Brahmana, very nicely arranged, and then they would serve, food, very nice, delicious food stuff, all that. So she cooked the sweet rice. So she served him in first in steel bowl. So one more cup, she served in golden cup, golden bowl. Then the Brahmana took first in steel bowl and in the golden bowl. And she asked, which sweet rice is better? Both are same. Stupid fellow. It's all same. Why you got such a chaste lady leaving her? Why you want to come and enjoy with me? She is down. You forced her to work as a maid servant. Are you not ashamed? Like that she chastised him. Then he opened his eyes. Anyway, I forgot the name. There is one society lady in Shiram. One day, every man, every kamuk, lusty person is attracted to that lady. She is very famous. And then she is very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And then she is very proud that there is nobody, no man in this world, in Shiram, can escape my charms. One day, she was passing by, and then Vipranarayana came across. Vipranarayana did not care for her. Right? Did not care for her. Sometimes some girls, they are इतना beautiful क्यों है? अपने आप को मिरर में देख के अपने आप को प्रेस करते रहते हैं, भाई यार सो ब्यूटीफुल, भगवान इतना सुंदर क्यों बनाया है। Then all her Sakis, friends, they laughed, provoked her. You are very, very proud. You are very, very proud that no man can escape the charms, your charms. But this Vipanarayana did not even look at you. Such a shame. Like that. Oh, then you know, कैसा भी करके उसको गिरा दूंगा। And then one day she dressed herself like a very normal girl. Then she approached Vipanarayana. But I don't have anybody. Please give me shelter. I will do some service for you. I will wash, I will clean, everything. Like that. So, Lord Kapila says in Bhagavatam 3rd canto that don't take service, especially from these young ladies. Then you become attracted. So, he did not care for that instruction. So, when she started serving, and slowly his mind became
polluted.
He so much became absorbed. That he forgot bhakti and all. So I always say, no romance. No romance without finance. All of you know that joke, no? Should I repeat that joke? You may not be knowing. You also may not. Once one Bhikari, he was begging. Very nice. 20 रुपए दो साहब, 20 रुपए दो, चाय पिएगा। तो 20 रुपए क्यों? 10 रुपए ना चाय। ये गर्लफ्रेंड को भी पिलाना है। अच्छा भिखारी हो, गर्लफ्रेंड भी है, ऐसे उन्होंने बनाया। उन्होंने बताया। He's from Calcutta. Prabhupada is talking about Jamindars in Calcutta, you know. You're from Calcutta? Interesting, Prabhupada, you know, they lost all their properties, you know, all these society ladies. Pura. When somebody associates with the prostitute, the wealth goes like karpur. You know karpur? Huh? Camphor. Camphor को जलाते ही फट खत्म हो जाता है। वैसा ही पूरा वेल्थ खत्म हो जाता है। Regular ladies, general, like, you know, for them only husband means, you know, shopping को लेके जाओ, ये कभी करो, वो करेंगे, हाँ? Shopping का मतलब क्या? Purchasing things which you don't require. तो पूरा, हाँ? 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 Candles. Slowly चलते हैं। हमारा एक डिवोटी बहुत ही परेशान है, इतना शॉपिंग करती है, प्रभु जी क्या फिर जगह नहीं रहता है, फिर अच्छे चीज फेंक देते हैं, नया चीज लाने के लिए। That's why they say in shopping malls and all, you see the boys catching hold of the girls' hands. You know why? Huh? Huh? पकड़ के घूमते हैं hands पकड़ क्यों? It is not romantic, it is financial, economic reasons, not for romantic reasons. Because भागती है, दौड़ती है, ये खरीदने के लिए वो खरीदने के लिए पकड़ के घूमता है. Right? So सब कुछ खत्म हो गया उसका. It's very, very difficult to satisfy a prostitute. They are not, human beings, They are different kind of, they have no mercy. पूरा लूट देते हैं, लुटा देते हैं. They are very, very fortunate, Anyway. So, सब कुछ लूट गया. So he was very, very disturbed. And she was demanding more and more. Something, somehow, I think Lord Ranganath gave her, he stole it, something, and next time I refer the story. He got the golden plate that is being offered, to Ranganath Dev every day. So he gave to that prostitute, that golden plate. And the pujaris they saw, this golden plate is missing. And they found out that this prostitute is having that golden plate. Madalasa, what's the name? Very famous name. Google karo, Viparanarayana. What's the name? Viparanarayana. What is the name of that lady? Yeah. Devadevi. So they found that Devadevi has got that golden plate. Then Devadevi said, where from you got, you stole? No, Viparanarayana gave. Then Viparanarayana, then Lord Ranganath gave him the dream of the Brahmanas and told, I only gave. Then Viparanarayana opened his eyes. Right? That Devadevi also, she became a devotee later, right? Huh? Yeah, very famous, super hit. ठीक है बात है. So this is, there are so many instances where, even great devotees, they became victims of these affairs. And Prabhupada writes in first canto, second chapter, Shrunutam Svakata Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtanam, Hridayantasto Yavatrani, Vidunoti Surasata. So Prabhupada writes that even for great people, devotees who are practicing Krishna consciousness, these two things very difficult to give up. One is women and another is wealth. Great personalities who are practicing Krishna consciousness, they become victims of these two things, women and wealth. So it is not, anyway, I'll take it out. Krishna, don't say all this. You will be cursed. One point 2.17, I will read a little part. one cannot enter into the kingdom of God unless one is perfectly cleared of all sins. The material sins are products of our desires to lord it over material nature. It is very difficult to get rid of such desires. Women and wealth are very difficult problems for the devotee making progress on the path back to Godhead. Many stalwarts in the devotional life fell victim to these allurements and thus retreated from the path of liberation. But when one is helped by the Lord Himself, the whole process becomes as easy as anything by the divine grace of the Lord. To become restless in contact with women and wealth is not an astonishment, because every living being is associated with such things from remote time, practically immemorial, and it takes time to recover from this foreign nature. But if one is engaged in hearing the glories of the Lord, gradually he realizes his real position. By the grace of God, such a devotee gets sufficient strength to defend himself from the state of disturbances, and gradually all disturbing elements are eliminated from his mind. So only solution is read Bhagavatam every day. Right? More and more you read Bhagavatam, then you can escape from being the victim of these two things. Right? Krishna shows his mercy. So this way, then Maharaj Yayati. One very interesting thing. Asevita Varshapugan Shadvarka Vishaya Shishana Mumuchu Nimisha Nida Jatapaksha Ivatvija. It's a very important verse. Prabhupada writes in this connection that even though Maharaj Yayati is indulging in sense gratification for many thousands of years, he never broke regulated principles. He never went against the principles given by God. But even though he was enjoying, he was constantly thinking that I want to be the eternal servant of Krishna. So when he was actually realized his mistake, trying to enjoy, then he immediately retired from family life and went into practice of Krishna consciousness, and he became perfect immediately, just like the birds. When they were born, they are completely dependent on their mother, children, and for everything. But as soon as the bird gets its wings, flies away. Right? In the same way, Maharaj Yayati became free from everything, just like that. Why? Because
While he was enjoying, he was remembering Krishna.
Because because he wanted to be, he was always constantly thinking, I want to be the eternal servant of Krishna. So this is, many times I told this, that simply think, I am an eternal servant of Krishna all the time. One day you will become a servant of Krishna. Everything will happen. Is it very difficult? Is it very difficult? Puja? Like a broken record, I always keep saying this. Just say I am eternal servant of Krishna. Remember, I distributed those stickers also. Gaya?
दीवार पे लगा हुआ है.
दीवार पे लगा हुआ है.
गाड़ी पे लगा दो. Just keep on thinking, I am a general servant of Krishna. Okay, thank you. So next week we'll go into descendants of Maharajayati and Vishwadev. Real story of Mahabharata starts.